XRP reaching $1 is not far off, as we are now seeing XRP 60-cent rise. What's happening, everyone? I'm your host, Coin Central, and recently XRP has been the head of crypto spotlight. Now, the most important thing people have missed is that XRP is actually the main reason, or one of the key reasons, we got a crypto rally. So that being said, if you're new to this channel, smash that like button. And it does seem really important to note that crypto right now is just getting started. Now, if you don't know, XRP actually did have a huge lawsuit for 5 years, or not XRP itself, but Ripple, which they had to prove XRP isn't a security in some parts. They didn't sell a security in their ICO, which is initial coin offering, which basically means you give us cash, you give us the starting funding, and we give you this cool coin called XRP. And anyone who bought XRP, well, they made a lot of money. But that being said, it wasn't enough. So it was like half a cent or something. Now it's 60 cents. So 120x is a great thing. But 2021 saw XRP highs of $1.38. But what was really stopping it is the lawsuit. So not being called a security in some cases is actually a huge deal breaker, as XRP now has more potential to show its utility. My friend was telling me that it's already being used in some bank exchanges, or at least as some bank transaction tests in Korea and Asian markets. So they're really hitting those Asian markets where the money is. I gotta double check on this news, but this is what makes XRP unique more than, for example, Ethereum. Well, Ethereum is one of the first. It's definitely not the cheapest, that's for sure. That's a guaranteed. And obviously we are seeing that some tokens are taking a serious hit, while others are just kind of drifting. So really, XRP had to be sold. It was sold by the big whales during the lawsuits and during the court filings. The XRP whales basically dumped the tokens when they found out that the court filing is going negative, and basically they were following a market sentiment, right? And the ones that profited from this is the exchanges, and the ones who lost were basically the buyers at the peak at $1.30. But this doesn't mean that XRP is a bad project. Instead, it could be the future for every single possibility that people have right now. I definitely do think XRP has a lot of potential, but it really does depend on what you like to do. Do you want to actually buy utility, or do you like buying meme coins? Because XRP is probably going to be, in my honest opinion, non-financial advice here in 10 years. Because it has a steady update. It probably spent about, from what I heard on the rumors, 500 million in the lawsuit itself. So they do have a huge budget overall, and that is nothing in the crypto space, and they are top 5 crypto. Now, with crypto going up overall, XRP is a safe play. Is it important to hold all your XRP, like 100% of your portfolio? No. But should you hold it all in Dogecoin? No, either. You should hold a small amount that you feel comfortable. I hold about $700, or you can hold $700, and you have to hold an amount you feel adjusted to. But the most important factor is the community. The community is very strong in XRP, and that's what really makes an XRP a game changer. There's actually a lot of people that really like to talk about XRP every single day, and it's a huge trend right now on all social medias. So that's what makes XRP so big, is that you have millions and millions of total viewers, so like 10,000 or 300,000 viewers at once, probably watching these videos and talking about XRP every single day. Means the project will never die. Just like Bitcoin and just like XRP, that means XRP has huge potential.
Question after a judge ruled in July that the sale of XRP on public crypto exchanges didn't constitute the sale of securities, but that the sale of XRP to hedge funds and other institutional buyers did violate the law. This dismissal comes as the SEC has faced multiple setbacks over its attempts to regulate the cryptocurrency industry through the federal courts. For our main story, I spoke with Stu Alderati, the Chief Legal Officer at Ripple, about the dismissal and the current state of regulation in the U.S.
All right, Stu, thank you so much for joining us today. This dismissal is the latest win for Ripple and its executives following that partial victory that we were all so excited about back in July over the sale of XRP. What does this latest move from the SEC mean for the company, for XRP, and for your executives?
Yeah, so this is a capitulation by the SEC that I think that they really didn't have any case here. It's our third victory in a row. In July, a federal court ruled that the digital asset XRP is not in and of itself a security. The SEC claimed it was. In October, the SEC tried to take an immediate appeal of that decision. The judge said, no, you can't take an immediate appeal. And let me remind you of all of the reasons why you were wrong in the first place. And then in the face of that, they capitulated, they surrendered. They really decided to dismiss what was left of the case. I think that is unprecedented that the SEC would do that, but I also think it's revealing that they have finally acknowledged that they really don't have a case here. And more importantly, for the industry, they've been trying to seize jurisdiction over the crypto economy through something called regulation by enforcement. And I think this is the first time that they've had a company and executives with the resources to fight back. And I think they were surprised by that. And when put through the litmus test of the judicial process, it's really shown that they don't have the case. So there's a bigger issue here. There's a bigger policy issue here in terms of what is this country going to do in terms of getting rational regulation for the crypto economy. And then separately for an agency like the SEC that really is a bit out of control. It's really the administrative stake on awfully bad, keeping their eye on the ball, right? They come after a good company like Ripple, entrepreneurs like our executives who have built this company up over the past 11 years. And while they're doing that, they're keeping the eye off the ball of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, all of these companies that are going bankrupt. So consumers are really getting harmed through this wrong-minded approach from the SEC when it comes to crypto in the United States.
Does this latest development change how you think about regulation in the U.S.? It doesn't provide any more clarity, but it is yet another potential blow to the idea that the SEC has a clear mandate to regulate crypto. So, does this make things murkier?
Yeah, I think for Ripple and the digital asset XRP that we use in our tech stack for the products that serve our customers for payments, this provides absolute clarity that Ripple's use and distribution of XRP does not constitute a security, and therefore the SEC has no jurisdiction over our company, and they have no jurisdiction over the digital asset XRP. So that's a great thing for Ripple, and it's a great thing for our products and our services. I think more broadly speaking, we still need a clear regulatory framework in the U.S. when it comes to crypto. Ripple's a global company. We operate in Singapore, in the UK, in the EU, in Dubai, in Brazil, and through a joint venture in Japan and Australia. All of those places we work in cooperation with and under the supervision of regulators, clear licensing authorities. We don't have that in the U.S. So even in the face of this victory, which is very, very important for Ripple, and I think puts us in a unique position, the jobs, the tax dollars, the entrepreneurship, it's all being moved offshore. And I think that's ultimately a tragedy for the U.S.
Back in July, your CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, threatened that Ripple would leave the U.S. if it lost the case against the SEC. You didn't lose the case, but where does Ripple stand now in terms of investment here in the U.S.? Are you still looking abroad for that regulatory clarity and opportunity?
So I'm sitting here in San Francisco, where we have one of our major offices, and the company was founded in San Francisco. That being said, why we've been fighting the SEC over the past 3 years, we have built the company mostly outside of the U.S. The company has never been in a stronger position, both in terms of number of customers, products, revenue, cash on the balance sheet, but all of that has been built outside of the U.S. in the jurisdictions that I mentioned earlier. That is because of the regulatory hostility that we have in the U.S. So again, as I talked about earlier, while we won, while we are in a unique position because of that win, there's still an undercurrent of hostility from our government when it comes to crypto entrepreneurship in the crypto economy. And I think until that is resolved, it's very difficult and challenging for any company to really build robustly in the US. So we haven't abandoned the US, we still have employees in the US, but over the past year and certainly over the past quarter, well more than 50% of our hiring and investment has been outside of the US.
Well, look, I think the SEC, what we found through their emails and during this litigation is that they even identified that there is a gap. And we saw that in the emails they were exchanging internally. So I think there is a gap. But look, like any industry, you're going to potentially have bad actors. But the vast majority of people I interact with that are builders and using these technologies to build a better infrastructure for financial transactions, for real estate. There are a lot of different use cases for blockchain and crypto that really can be profound. Ripple has been focused on cross-border payments as a starting point. But look, I think you're going to see an incredible number of use cases for these technologies and have.
So their stance is they built the product outside of the US, outside of US regulation, and basically they're working on XRP remotely from what I do understand. And the CEO and all of the employees actually took a stance on this, and a lot of money went to lawyer fees and everything like that. So Ripple can now focus on building the actual product, which is going to take probably a few years or at least months to get a real actual update, but that's a good step forward, and that's why people are excited. So what do you guys think about this CNBC clip? I personally very much agree with it. I do think the lawsuit being over is a huge game changer for XRP and basically crypto, whole of crypto, because that's when the markets literally turned around. But if you do want more content like this, be sure to smash that like button. And hey, why not even subscribe? I'm going to be here. I'm going to be telling you about my crypto journey. And if you want to join on my crypto journey and become a part of it, come in. Why not? It costs you literally nothing. It's free. I give all this information for free for you guys. And if you're an XRP holder, well, you should be happy, because this, if they were a security, XRP would drop by about 30%. And that would be a pretty terrible scenario for the project, as it would create a domino effect and XRP would probably be in the dumps and also the whole crypto market. So thank XRP for the market recovery, and let's keep going on.